Here are the 16 books I read in March 2025. Hi, my name is Talia. Welcome back to my channel. It is the end of the month, so it's time for my monthly reading wrap-up. We have a change of scenery. I am currently in Los Angeles, Beverly Hills to be specific. This is the tail end. This is the tail end of Shelves in the City. This is an annual brand trip by HarperCollins and its imprints. I am so glad, so grateful to have been included this year. You'll start seeing content from Shelves in the City on the feeds in a couple of days. But if you want to go to my IG stories, go to my threads, there's little sneaks and peeks. But yeah, wonderful bookish weekend. Anyways, let's get into my reading wrap up. We're here to talk about the books I read in March. For the book facts, 9 of the 16 books were audiobooks. 3 of the books are novellas or novelettes, and 2 of the books were not romance. Book titles and authors are listed in the caption, and let me know in the comment section what books you read in March. First book is Through the Fire. This is book 2 in the Fire Company 143 series by Danielle Brooks. Speaking of Danielle Brooks, Wednesday, April 2nd, 8 p.m. Eastern on TikTok Live, I am interviewing Danielle Brooks for Talia's Book Nook. They were talking her entire catalog, especially Through the Fire. This is her latest release. This is a firefighter romance for those who love that. This is a workplace romance because our MMC and our FMC work at the same fire company. I really enjoyed this book, okay? Don't get me started about Big Daddy Deacon, okay? Book Boyfriend Hall of Fame. The previous video was actually about all of the Q1 2025 inductees. Every quarter, I induct my favorite MMCs into Talia's Book Boyfriend Hall of Fame. These are the men who are menning at the highest of levels. And Big Daddy Deacon, he is in that number. You could learn why in that video. Book number 2 is also by Danielle Brooks. This is Kenderella, Once Upon a Politician. I really like political romances. I love the romances when one of our main characters is trying to run for office and the poll numbers and the public opinion and the pundits are all like, we cannot take this candidate seriously because they're not in a romantic relationship. So this has the fake dating trope. And I just love the universe that Danielle Brooks has built. Like, we're talking Greenbrook as a state, Regency, Lovey's Bay, Damask as cities. I am such a fan. I cannot wait to talk to Danielle this week. Next book is Happy Land by Dolen Perkins-Valdez. This book is actually out next Tuesday on April 8th, and I got to read an advanced copy because yours truly is interviewing New York Times bestselling author Dolen Perkins-Valdez at the CCPL Fest in Waldorf, Maryland on Saturday, April 5th. So if you're local, if you're willing to drive, come to brunch with us. We're talking Happy Land, and this brunch is actually a fundraiser benefiting the Charles County Public Libraries. And our libraries need our support more than ever. You see what they're doing at Pennsylvania Avenue, okay? It is a critical time. I'll have the event link in the description box. This book is about Happy Land. It's a historical fiction, post-slavery, post-enslavement. A community was built in the mountains of North Carolina, and its queen, its leader, was such a dynamic person, dynamic figure. And this story teaches us all about the kingdom of Happy Land. Next book is No Ordinary Love by Myah Ariel. This book is out on Tuesday, April 1st. I had the honor of interviewing Myah Ariel last week or 2 weeks ago for Talia's Book Nook, so you can go a few videos back to watch my interview. And I also did a separate video reviewing the book. I think between When I Think of You and No Ordinary Love, this is definitely my favorite. I love me some Miles Westbrook, Book Boyfriend Hall of Fame. This is a entertainment industry type romance. If you didn't know, our author Myah Ariel actually studied film, studied art criticism, and worked in film and entertainment before she started writing. So it's very much giving Hollywood realness, not what people think what Hollywood is, but what it actually is. Ella Simone, she is going through a transition in her life, in her marriage, in her R&B and pop career, and she meets Miles at an award show. And, you know, Wonderful things ensue. Next book is The Opportunity. This is book 3 in the Secret series by TM Richardson. Our FMC Nadine. You remember Nadine? Hating ass Nadine from books 1 and 2, The Oath and the Offer. You remember her? This is her story. Nadine is grappling with her sexuality, and someone she meets at Secrets awakens that part of her. And TM Richardson does such an amazing job of taking us on that journey of acceptance for Nadine. And you know the Secret series. You know it is hot, it is steamy, it is sexy. I love TM Richardson so much as an author. I think reading her work has really challenged my ideas, my thoughts about sex, about sexuality. You read TM Richardson when you want to be inspired to be free. Next book is Plus Size Player. This is book 2 in the Curve series by Danielle Allen. Our FMC Nina, we already met her in book 1 in Curvy Girl Summer. She is a plus size player. I have to stop saying player. Every time I talk about this book, I say player. It's player. Hard E. Nina, she is not interested in settling down. She does not believe that everything she wants in a man can be found in one man, so she keeps a roster that can fulfill all of her needs. But baby Russell, Mr. Russell Long, Talia's book boyfriend Hall of Fame, he's here to shut that down. He is here to shut that down. And I really enjoyed this. I listened to the audiobook. I got an advanced listening copy. Again, Wesley Siobhan. She is the GOAT in audiobook narration. Next book is The Secret World of Maggie Gray. This is book 1 in Drew Collins by Granger. Everybody's been talking about this book. Everyone has talked about this book. And now that this book is on audio, this series is being rolled out on audio, I can now be in the number, okay? Because Maggie Gray is a thickums. It's a thick book. I'm not reading that on an ebook. I'm not reading that on my e-reader, let alone a physical book. I'm waiting for the audio. And the audio was good. I really enjoyed the audio. I like the narrators for this. We're in the underground. And this world that Granger has built is so fascinating. And I'm really getting into like paranormal stories. And this is one of them. All the creatures, all the magical people. I cannot wait for the next book to come out on audio in May. And I will be caught up with y'all very, very soon. Next book is Capadonna. This is book 1 in the season 2 Delgado series by Jaquel J. Insert Jackie Christie, Basketball Wives, We're Going to Portugal meme. Anytime I talk about Capadonna, I'm going to put up this meme because, baby, we're going to Islam. I love me some Capadonna. I didn't care for Capone. As an MMC, Capone is not in Talia's book boyfriend Hall of Fame. But Capadonna? Yes. I love this man real bad. Alaya, we met her in the Capone series. Baby girl has been through it. She is going through it. And Capadonna swoops in, saves her, rescues her, gives her safety, gives her a soft place to land. He's the father that steps up. Ooh. Next book is Forever My Bodyguard. This is book 3 in the Bodyguard series by A. Blossom. Love me some A. Blossom. Interviewed her for Talia's Book Nook back in December. So you can go all the way down to my earlier videos to watch our interview. But yeah, this is book 3. And I did not think I was going to like Polo as much as I did. Because in book 1 and book 2, I'm like, oh, Polo is like this irrational, hot-headed, unhinged YN. Right? I'm like, this little boy, no. But the way he steps up for Contessa, this is a reverse age gap romance. Ooh. Book boyfriend Hall of Fame. Next book is Almost. This is book 2 in the Armani Sisters series by T. Lynn. This is a second chance romance. High school sweethearts. He breaks her heart. She's devastated. She never quite moves on. He comes back into the picture on a mission. He knows he messed up and he knows he has a lot of making up to do. Ain't nothing like a man coming back into the picture, not knowing what he did, not knowing what damage he caused, what wreck he havocked, or what havoc he wrecked. He steps up, and I really enjoyed this. I cannot wait for book 3 in this series. I am waiting for Kenya's story because I need to know what man can handle Kenya. Next book is Maybe I Need You. This is book 1 in the Undeniably in Love series by Brianna Michelle. This is my first read by the author, and I enjoyed this. This had a fake dating relationship between a professional soccer player and an aspiring sports photographer. And you know what I say about fake dating? Is it ever really fake? And for Mr. Grayson, it was never fake. It was never fake. Book Boyfriend Hall of Fame. Next book is The Marriage Favor by Siobhan Latrice. This is book 1 in the Crenshaw King series. So I read another Siobhan Latrice book earlier this year, Applying Pressure. Ocean was actually too unhinged for me. Like, Ocean needs to be committed. He needs to be Baker acted. He cannot exist in society with the rest of us. So I was hesitant about getting into the Crenshaw King series, but I like this. Our FMC, she was a young bride, a young mother. She now has 6 kids. She has to start over. And she's having a really, really hard time. And what I love is an MMC who sees what you're going through and he lightens the load. He makes life easier. He gives you a soft place to land. All right. I enjoyed this. And I think every book in the series after this is about a different son because she has 6 boys. My goodness. Next book is My Choice Is You by Mel Doe. This is my second Mel Doe read. I read Mega Man last month. So this book is about a young woman who is living with autism and she is navigating young adulthood. She is coming out of her shell. She's becoming a little less sheltered, and a lot of that is because of our MMC. And I think this book was great autism representation. And Miss Mamas, she was living her best life. Last 3 books are novellas in the same series. Very great, quick audiobook listen. This is the Leverage and Love series by Gray Huffington. This is another political romance. Politician meets a stripper. Y'all know how that goes. I love Gray Huffington for a novelette, for a novella. Her full-length novels are full-length in every sense of the word. Baby, the prologue be a third of the book in her full-length novels. But Gray Huffington is also very, very good for a novelette or a novella. I found this series on Audible. I bought all 3 at once because I'm like, I know I'm going to like it. It's Gray Huffington. It was a delightful listen. So yeah, those were all 16 books I read in March. Hopefully you'll be compelled to add some of these to your TBR. Cannot wait to see you on Wednesday for our next video. That's going to be my April TBR. Bye.